the last day is always part of the highlight. It's really awesome to see how these young people have changed in a matter of just 3 weeks. We spend so much time talking about not only engineering and business, but we talk about life, and we talk about how you should approach life and how you should think about life, and how you can do stuff to make life actually quite awesome. And so we build a lot into the students, and we train them obviously on a few business aspects and how to present better, and how to communicate better with people, how to even manage their finances. We talk about debt and so on. And Stéphan and myself had a bit of a thing around that. But in any case, it's about seeing these young people change. And when they walk into the program on day one, this nervousness, and they don't interact that lacquer with each other. And now on the last day, to see the confidence and to see the change, that makes me happy.
Yeah, just for me, it's so difficult to actually choose one highlight, because the program as a whole is the highlight. It's never mind life-changing of the values that we learn, or learning in engineering things that you need in life, but it's also learning about yourself more. And you're up to a point where you think, oh, maybe I know everything, and then you realize there's so much more, and that this program is such a great way to show that out in everyone.
It's like the presentation skills that they taught us near the end. You come in with a bang, they just give us all this information about Pragma and what they do, and at the end it just comes around with this graduation day and just really gives us closure, and circling back is the exact point, to all of the points or everything we did throughout the week and everything we learned, and really just giving us such a good feeling about what we did and what we achieved, and really just showing the growth through the 3 weeks, which I really think it's an incredible experience.
And I think as we in the couple of days to come, in the couple of weeks to come, I think all of us will sit down and we'll start unpacking everything that we've learned here, and then we'll start looking at the things that we've been taught and that we experienced, and we'll kind of put them in place, and we'll line them up, and I'm sure that the experiences and the wonderful things that we did here will really impact us as we go forward and help us grow into the kind of engineers we want to be in the future.
And it's really not just a thing of Pragma trying to get people to work for them and really just grind out numbers. As I mentioned in a previous video, they really do care about you as a person, and as you develop as a person, they really want to make a more holistic engineer, not necessarily just an engineer, but just putting out people into the community that really want to grow the country and grow the success of wherever they are a part of something. So it's really just it's an amazing experience, and we're going to go back to university a week from now. I've already started telling all my friends about all the strength exercises we did and all of the development.
Your girlfriend already did it.
She's already done it. So I mean, it's just a testimony to the kind of change that we felt, and we really feel so strong just to go and tell all of our friends about what we learned, and really it is a life-changing experience, and I don't say that very often, but it really is.
And the thing about that is, and as you share it with people, and it's kind of difficult to explain it because it is such a unique thing. But I think a lot of students really need something like this in their university career. This kickstart, this they kind of take you by your shoulders and says, okay, it's your turn now. Okay, we'll take you, we'll give this to you, but then you have to go out there and make a difference. And I think something like this is absolutely invaluable to anybody looking to make a difference somewhere.
Of course, the world of work is daunting, and I think, as you just said, they need this, and there's so many young students out there that, you might be watching this video now and say, listen, wow, I need this. I don't know how to approach my first few weeks of looking for a job after I've graduated, and we go through some career advice. I don't know how you felt about that, but we got some very positive feedback from that session where we talk about the things that is in your control as a young person, going and stepping out in the world of work that you can actually control. There's lots of stuff we can't control, but there's certain things that these young people can do, and we give them that advice, and you know, make them think about, you know, yeah, I can do this, this is in my control. And then basic stuff like, you know, how to prepare for interviews, and how to conduct yourself in the interview, and, you know, preparation, and so on. Many pieces of advice and lots of articles, and I hope they love reading, and quotes and so on. We are sussing out, you know, potential employees that can come and work for us, and it's a what better way to spend 3 solid weeks with individuals, get to know them intimately, how they think, how they perform, how they react on pressurized situations. So that helps a lot. And then lastly, it's really about giving back. You know, we are in a very privileged position. This company is blessed, and we believe that we are blessed to bless others. And for us as Pragma senior leadership, it's about giving back to the youth of South Africa, to South Africa. Because this country's future lies in the hand of these young people and others like them that have joined this program over the last 8 years now, about 70 that we've taken through the program. And I'm sure all of them will go out and already is making an impact in the world out there. So in March of every year, so 1st of March in 2019, the applications will open up again on our website, www.pragmaworld.net, and you go to the Join Us section, and there's a link to the student training program. Click on it. It's quite a process to apply. Maybe you can maybe just say a few words.
Don't think you're going to do it quickly before your coffee or before your next thing. It's a long process.
But completely worth it.
The funny thing is, I think if we go back and look at the things we wrote down, like what's your what is your most
definition of success, your proudest achievement,
things like that, things that make you think. If we go look at that now and maybe compare it to how we think about it now, it's crazy. But it's still, the application program really does. You have to sit down, you have to think a bit.
And we inundated with applications. You know, on average we've received over the last 5 years 200 applications. We can only accommodate 10, unfortunately, every year. So it is a process where we go and filter through a lot to get to the 10 that we select in the end. Very deserving of this spot. So yeah, apply, please. We wanna get you on the program.
Yay!
Yay!